Hello, welcome to the Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 418. This is your host, Shaun Tutor.
And this is Sam. And this is a talk episode where the tutors talk.
What do you want to talk about?
I'm tired.
Yep, it's early Thursday morning. Getting it in because right now we've got a sleeping baby, so we take advantage of that when we have it.
And you have to go to work.
I gotta go to work. You are right.
Dude, work's been busy.
Holy fuck, dude. Bad. Bad.
Work's been busy. We're dipping our toe in the realm of insurance world. It's not going well.
Oh.
For the customers, I should say.
Yeah. It's just that, dude, I'm learning shit. I didn't know how many, elections there are that you can elect for. So, there's a color match election. And if you don't have color match election, then if something happens to your building, and only one or two sides is damaged, it don't matter if they can't match it. You just get whatever's closest. So, we can't get the same profile. We can't get the same color. And they're just like, yeah, the homeowner didn't have it as a selection, so he don't get it. He can get two sides. It's like, fuck.
That's wild, dude.
Yep. So that was pretty crazy. And then... Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's interesting. And then, other folks, if they don't have RCV, or if they have the 1% wind and hail, just...
So that's actual cash value versus...
replacement cost value.
Dang. So if you don't have ACV... Or if you do have ACV.
If you have ACV and not RCV.
Yeah, okay.
Because ACV takes into account depreciation. And it's not just depreciation on how long you owned it. It's depreciation on how old the shingles are.
That sucks. So if you bought a house and it had 20-year-old shingles.
Yep.
And they get damaged.
You get zero coverage.
Dang.
Yep.
So it's going to be more and more important probably as we go along, as people start learning that, because now I'm sure Devin knows that.
Oh yeah.
So now when he sells people houses, he's gonna mention that to people.
Well, I'm sure.
So it's gonna be way more important for us to if a roof is over 15-20 years old.
Well, the thing is, a lot of times old roofs like that, they will not put RCV on.
Yeah,
that's what happened with Bergen, right?
Maybe it was Bergen. There might have been something else. But yeah, actually, maybe you're right. It might have changed it because of the age of the roof.
But that roof's only 12 years old, probably.
Yeah.
And they dropped it.
Dude, it's just wild. We're doing a job for a gentleman, and he's like, I've been paying insurance for 40 plus years and has never filed a claim.
70
years.
Yeah.
Has never filed a claim. And now that he wants to file a claim, it's just a headache.
Yep. He did get his roof approved, though, which is good.
That's good.
But the siding has been a little more tricky.
Yeah, dude. So that's just insane because, you are paying into a pool, and it's the people that abuse the pool that ruin it for everyone else.
Right. You're right. One other thing is a lot of attorneys, and it's a lot of the, like Zach talked at Recon, it's not the roofs and the storm damage as much as it's the liability.
The lawsuits and stuff going on.
The lawsuits and stuff, yep. They said that's the biggest thing by far is the lawsuits.
It's just so ridiculous. So I was thinking about the other day, So there's a gentleman in town who does this big like fireworks show for 4th of July. He invites his friends over to his house that's a little ways out of town, not a whole lot, like 10-15 minutes from here. Well, he like last year got it all approved by all of his neighbors, like got it approved through like the sheriff's department and the county, like went through all the proper channels. One person complained. Not about the fireworks, about where people parked. So guess what? He doesn't have a yard for people to park in because everyone had to park on the road and someone got mad about it. So guess what? No fireworks show this year.
Right.
So it's like really made me start thinking about how a lot of times it's one person, one cranky ass person
Sure.
that complains and ruins it for everyone else.
Right. Yeah, that happens a lot.
A lot.
Yep.
And so it's like with all these lawsuits, fucking people just want to be lazy ass people.
Mm-hmm.
So they fall or something. Lo and behold, they got a bruise on their ass or some shit. And then all of a sudden there's a huge lawsuit.
Yep.
And it's just dumb.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Things need to be reformed, and until the legal system's reformed, that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
And so insurance is going to go up for everyone else. We'll get worse coverages. And that's life.
And that's why it's kind of a good thing that people have to pay $35 to go to the hospital.
It is. It is indeed.
Yeah, I don't think we like fully went into this, or didn't get to, because baby was crying last time. Yeah, if you don't know, because you've never been on Medicaid or whatever, if someone on Medicaid goes to the hospital, they don't receive a bill.
Yes.
So they don't like normally see how much their services cost.
Right.
So if you can go to the hospital for free and never see how much it costs, then why wouldn't you keep going for everything?
Right.
So that's why people do it. So I think it's a good thing to have to pay like a small premium to go, because then that is something out of their pocket.
A small premium to go, and to see, having to get the bill and see what they're costing the taxpayer. Not that most of them care, because most of them
don't
care. But some of them will. Mm-hmm. Some of them will care. And
yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be, we didn't mention this either. The big, beautiful bill did get signed into law.
Yes, it did.
So, that's exciting.
The big, beautiful bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it, actually. There's things I don't like, of course.
Yeah, I wish they would stop doing all these fucking package deals, these 900-page bills with all these other little shitty clauses in them and whatnot that we don't hear about.
Do you know why they don't? They don't do smaller bills?
Because that'd be too easy to pass.
So, they only meet X amount of times a month. And it's got to go through, all 3 stages. Boom, boom, boom. And so if they did one bill at a time, it would take so much longer to pass stuff, because it has to still go through all those 3 stages.
I guess, but why is there so much stuff we need to pass?
Right. That's just it. So that's the argument, is why they do it that way. But here's the deal. Why do we have to pass that much shit?
Yeah.
Number 2, why can't you just have a 1-page bill with what you're passing and submit 40 one-page bills for each meeting?
Yeah, 100%.
Big an executive order.
Yeah.
Why can't you do that?
Right.
Yeah, that's the argument, is by putting it all together, it moves it forward and you get approved swiftly. Otherwise, you got to go through the 3-step process, and it's like, or just 1-page documents.
Mm-hmm.
Present them 40 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't put 40 new laws into order at a time.
Yeah.
You know. Oh.
So yeah, that was just a quick little snippet for Monday's episode.
Cool.
What you reading?
What?
What you reading?
Reading?
Mm-hmm.
Who Not How.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
I finished Gregory's story. It was wonderful. Very different than the other Bridgerton books, which I kind of liked. And then so there's one called like Happily Ever After. And so she wrote a second epilogue to all of the Bridgerton books. And then wrote a little story about Violet. Well, all of the newer printed Bridgerton books all come with the second epilogue. So I have read all of them. So then I read Violet's story. And it was kind of cute, actually. It was like little snippets of her entire life.
Mm.
It was fun.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. She ends up with, I thought it said 33 grandchildren, but I'm trying to do the math in my head, and that doesn't seem quite right, but maybe it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. That's what I got. Bridgerton books are so good, dude.
All right. Awesome. How was Amanda Wilson on Tuesday?
Oh, yeah, we had Whiskeria.
Whiskeria.
She was good. Very good. I didn't know she wasn't from Hayward.
Oh, sure.
So I just find that like so interesting that like being from Madison and then like searching like it seems like all of Wisconsin and Minnesota for a resort to buy.
Mm-hmm.
That was so cool.
Yeah, and for her never have been going to Hayward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool as well. I liked her process was pretty. Her process she had was really thought out.
Yeah. Very.
And most people, it's interesting because most people wouldn't do any of it.
Yeah.
But, her and her parents going on a retreat to discuss the perfect retreat, to then putting together a business plan essentially for finding the property, what the property would need, and the areas, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually moving forward, purchasing,
Mm-hmm.
operating, etc. And they've been doing it since 2014, 2013,
2014, I thought.
2014. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Didn't you say 14 years?
2011 then?
Yeah.
Damn, 2011.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked that. Like, one, I just loved like the whole passion behind it. So they started thinking about buying a resort because they always went to one in Canada, and then it ended up getting sold, and then sold again, and then they kind of tore down all the cabins and sold it to the highest bidder, basically, land by land. And so she said like they've seen multiple resorts, like fishing resorts and stuff that have that happen to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think they wanted to just make sure that there was still a resort that people could go to as a family and fish and whatever, which I think is just so cute.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's cool.
It's just like, it's something like we've talked about, like having traditions with family and friends and stuff like that. And it's just one of those things where she wanted to make sure there was still a place for families
To have traditions.
at.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just like loved that thoughtfulness of like behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then for them to sit down and plan out, yeah, what would our perfect 3-day retreat look like?
Yep.
And then to find a resort that they could have that, or allow people to have a perfect 3-day retreat.
Mm-hmm.
And for it to be in Hayward, of all places.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Pretty interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they had a number of places that hit that criteria, but this is the one that they were able to buy. That made sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly thought that like she was from Hayward and then like stumbled upon it.
No.
But no, that's not at all. It was not a stumble upon.
Mm-mm. Yeah, pretty cool. I like hearing shit like that. I like when people are very very conscious of their decisions and they have intention behind what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just like you said, like stumbling onto something. Nope. Like they were very intentional with what they wanted and they worked until they had it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, be very careful to listen to the naysayers.
Yeah, I like that.
And like people closest to you are experts. Experts can be disguised as like,
As naysayers, basically.
yeah, as naysayers, and they can run you off the track through their expertise that may be wrong. Or they'll just like tell you stuff that makes you scared to run you off the track. So yeah, I mean, I've noticed it firsthand. You really got to be careful with the type of people that you are taking advice from.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, some people may have good intentions, but other people may think their way is the better way and try to convince you to do it their way.
Absolutely.
But
well, and that was like her saying that they only kept the last operator, the last resort owner on for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Get their knowledge, expertise, but get them out because they have their own way of running things, and that way clearly wasn't working.
Yeah.
So like, get what you can get from them, send them on their way, because you need to start operating your way, which is most likely completely different.
Mm-hmm. Like one of the things that she said was like they used basically no electronics. Like there was no online booking system. There was no POS system, nothing. So that is one thing that like if the owner would have stayed there longer, like who knows how long that would have taken
to get that implemented. Right.
And something like, I mean, maybe not 14 years ago, but I would say in the last 10 years, for sure, you need to have an online booking system to work. Like,
oh, dude.
To stay in demand. And
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, that was really cool. That was very interesting to listen to. And, like, one of the other good points that she said was, like we've said a million times, making sure your vision is clear. Because if they wouldn't have had a clear vision, who knows, like, where they would have ended up.
Right.
And maybe not had as successful of a resort.
Oh, for sure.
So, yeah. Having that clear vision is very helpful. Big yawns.
I'll die.
Dude, yeah, you are.
But then knowing exactly what you want too, because like, you know, not knowing exactly what you want and not experiencing it can make you want something else, or could be the reason that like you don't pour everything into it and it doesn't work out. One way I think about it is like your personal house. Say you're building a house, but you haven't built a house before. You haven't been in a lot of nicer homes, so you just build a house. Well, then you move into the house and you realize, man, I should have made my mudroom bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have had them put a bench here so I could take my boots off and put my boots under the bench.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then it becomes nighttime and you're like, man, I should have put the underglow lights underneath
the cabinets.
No, like on the kick plates, like when you walk through the house, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So like your lights by your baseboard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh man, that'd have been really cool to have,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and shit like that. So it's things that you don't necessarily like, because you didn't think it out, because you didn't go and look at how nice other houses were, and you didn't go get ideas and stuff like that. Well, now you built your house that you're going to be at for a very long time, and it's missing a lot of integral pieces that you would have really loved.
Yeah.
Because you weren't clear on what you wanted.
Yeah, that's why like Shaun and I want to live in a house or two more before we start building.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, and definitely like touring more of these high-end houses.
Mm-hmm.
Because then we can see all those cool things, like a built-in espresso machine. That'd be kind of dope to have.
That'd
like,
be pretty fucking sick.
yeah.
Unnecessary, actually.
Yes, very.
Pretty
But,
sick, though.
yeah. But like one of the things that we haven't been able to live in, and this was one of the reasons we didn't like that big house either, was having an open concept. So an open kitchen, dining, living room area. We kind of had it at Robin.
No, we didn't.
Well, it was open. It was just L-shaped, and there was a staircase in the middle.
It was not an open concept.
No, more open than this one.
Sure. Okay, sure. Yes.
But, oh yeah, because we had like the galley kitchen, so there was nowhere to like, there wasn't an island to sit at that you could put extra people at. So yeah, that's like one thing that we really want to have in at least our next house, just to see how nice that is.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's that for sure. I'm trying to think of something else that I would really like to have an ensuite at some point. Bathroom, master bath.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, dude. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be something that would be dope AF.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we've heard a lot of people say like the most important thing, and we've had it in both of our houses now, which is funny, is having a big entryway.
Very true.
Yep. The last house we took out a wall to make it a little bit more bigger and open, and then this one it was just how it is. They built this one onto this house because they had like the original siding and stuff on it when we first got in here. But I definitely understand that, because I've gone to a couple people's houses and I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
My brother lives in an apartment, and you walk in and it's just this little 3.5 foot by 3.5 foot landing before you go up the steps. And so when there's 4 people living there, all their shoes are right there. And then you have guests over, their shoes are right there. And you can hardly open the door sometimes because there's so many shoes right there.
Right.
And that's like why I really don't like bi-level houses.
Yeah.
It's because they're the same thing.
Right.
You have a little pad, and then you have to go up or down steps.
Yep. Very true.
So yeah, that's definitely something, no matter what, we'll need to have.
Oh, yeah, that's a really nice thing to have. Big mud room.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. That is one thing I would not want to go back.
No. I'm trying. Oh, do you remember Corona? That was atrocious.
Yeah, it was.
Did we keep our shoes outside?
Half the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was annoying. I mean, that was a duplex, but still, that was annoying.
Yep. Damn. Fun times. Fun times. So yeah, what else you got?
What else is going on? There were some pretty awful floods in Texas.
They said that was from raining, right?
Yeah.
I flooded that much from rain.
Yeah. But then I saw somewhere that it's a very common floodplain. I don't think it normally floods that much, but it does flood often.
How much rain?
It had to be a lot because they said the river rose like 30 feet.
The river rose 30 feet.
in 45 minutes. That's why it was
Shut the fuck up. Dude.
That's why it was so deadly, because it rose that much in 45 minutes. Are you fact checking me?
How did the Texas flood happen?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was from torrential rain, and then, yeah, it just went. So yeah, that is very sad. It makes me realize how terrible people are, though, because there was one lady who posted like a reel on somewhere, and basically goes, and this was like a day or two after it happened. Basically, he's talking about how you get what you voted for. This is what you guys wanted. Doge came in and cut funding, so they weren't able to upgrade their meteorology technology. And so this is what you voted for. I hope you get what you deserve, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, woman, there are children and families dying. Like, I do not care what you voted for. Like, this is a terrible thing. No matter what type of technology there would have been, if they would have had the greatest technology ever, it was very early in the morning that these floods started, and it rose 30 feet in 45 minutes.
So they said it was from rainwater from the hills, influx of rainwater from the hills.
Mm-hmm.
20, so it showed 20 feet in 45 minutes.
I swore somewhere it said 30.
I'm just, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm sure there's somewhere that says 30 feet in 45 minutes.
Yeah. Still, 20 feet though? That is so high in 45 minutes. And it was at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m.?
Yeah.
So that was like, the main issue is like, people are sleeping.
Oh, dude, okay.
So it doesn't matter what type of technology they had. People were still going to get trapped because they were sleeping when the water rose that fast.
How the fuck did just some rain
cause that?
Yeah. Dude, I saw somewhere that there was someone was in the area doing cloud seeding.
No shit.
That's what I heard, and they're like, we can't say that that's what it was from, but maybe we shouldn't be allowed to cloud seed.
Yeah.
It just, if that kind of shit's, and maybe it was just maybe it was just a happenstance that was said,
right?
Whatever, but maybe it didn't actually happen, but yeah.
So yeah, I don't care what political side you are. This was a very, very tragic event, and it does not matter. Someone told me that lady who posted that was an elementary school teacher and got fired, or a pediatrician.
She's a pediatrician, got fired right away.
Yeah, she deserves it.
Oh yeah.
You do not. It does not matter what side you vote for. You do not wish death on people.
Well, you shouldn't. No.
Especially when it comes to children and families. Oh man, I saw a post. They rescued someone from a tree, and they mentioned where they were at. It was a camp that was 20 miles up the road.
All right, so I looked it up. If there was cloud seeding.
Do not tell me it immediately tells you yes.
Multiple Texas weather modification programs, including regions that encompass the Guadalupe River watershed. These programs aim to enhance rainfall and potentially reduce the severity of drought. Specifically, South Texas Weather Modification Association operates in a targeted area that includes counties like Bandera, Medina, part of the Guadalupe River Basin. Has been active for over 20 years and employs aircrafts to release seeding agents into clouds, aiming to increase precipitation by 5 to 15%. However, cloud seeding is a controversial topic with debates about its effectiveness and potential environmental impact. Some research question the ability of cloud seeding to produce a meaningful increase in rainfall, and note that it cannot create clouds or generate massive. In summary, it's accurate to say that cloud seeding operations have occurred in the Guadalupe River region as part of the weather modification program aiming to enhance rainfall and mitigate drought. And then this one from the Washington Post said he was cloud seeding over Texas. And then the conspiracy theories came. Well,
It's not a conspiracy
it's not
theory.
a conspiracy theory if he's actually fucking doing it, dude.
Yeah.
And now Texas Agriculture Commission denies weather modification. Dog, it just says you've been doing it for 20 years.
How'd you fuck it up if you've been doing it for 20 years?
Now there's disinformation around a weather weapon and cloud seeding. What the fuck?
Dude, that's wild.
I mean, dude, you could just be like, you know what? Here's the deal. Maybe it happened. Maybe it was part of it. Like maybe, like, I don't know, maybe it played a role.
Yeah.
Who knows? But, like, we've been doing this for 20 years and never had an issue.
Yeah.
So maybe somehow this played a role with, like, how the current, environment was, and maybe whatever. You just be honest about it.
Right.
But
Like,
instead they're like, nope, not here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just be like, it was the perfect weather conditions for it to just keep raining or something. Like,
Right. Be like, yeah, who knows? Like, we've been doing it for 20 years. This is just a fluke.
yeah, baby's awake.
Yeah, I hear that.
Mm-hmm. I would go grab her, but this wake, her first wake is atrocious. The second one, she's really cute at.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no matter what, it's a terrible thing that happened. I think the death toll is over 100 people right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
They said more people have died from this than Hurricane Helene.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Holy man, that's serious.
Yeah.
We probably got to rescue a baby.
Yep, we gotta go.
You want to finish chatting, or you want to just wrap up?
We can just wrap up.
All right, gang. Sorry for a short one. We'll be back at you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.